Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech, and this is my epic drain test number 6 featuring the ROG Phone 2, Black Shark 2 Pro, Mi 9T, the CC9, Mi A3, and the Oppo K3. These are some of the best phones on the market right now, and 2 gaming beasts. Let's see how they do. All the Wi-Fi's are the same, all the apps are cleared, and now going to be showing you here my light meter. Now, this is something a lot of people don't do in drain tests, but I make it a point to do this just to make sure they're calibrated to 200 lux. Battery capacities here, the ROG Phone 2 and Black Shark 2 Pro separated by 2,000 milliamperes. The Mi 9T there and CC9 4,000 versus 4,030. The Mi A3 is also at 4,030 and the K3 is the smallest at 3,765. So there you can see calibrating these as close as I can to 200 lux. But all the phones are ready to go. And just talking about the format of this drain test, a little different from previous ones. I will be going through the same 5 apps: YouTube, Instagram, camera, PUBG, Geekbench in order, and then starting once again at YouTube and finishing up with PUBG to Death. I'll be using the Pokephone here as my timer, and just in case, I have my fancy pocket watch. Gotta love this thing, but just keeping it here as a plan B in terms of time. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we start here with 2 hours of YouTube. I'll be playing some versus Frankie Tech videos here. There we go, and just maximizing the screens. All of the devices are going to be running at 720p, to be fair to the Mi A3, for 2 hours. Let's see how we do after 2 hours. 2 hours in, and how are we doing so far? The ROG Phone 2 is still in the lead at 93%. All the other phones in similar territory. The Black Shark 2 Pro is at 88, Mi 9T at 91, and the CC9 at 89. All these phones still have a long way to go. This may be a longer drain test than I expect. Let's continue now to Instagram for 1 hour. I'm going to be playing just videos here on Instagram and IGTV to be exact for 1 hour. Let's see how we do. Okay, now we're at the 3-hour mark. How are we doing with these phones? The ROG Phone 2 still in first place at 89%, but the Mi A3 hot on its heels at 87%. All the other phones in that kind of lower 80 range, so doing pretty well here so far. But now let's switch to front camera. What's up, Frankie Tech? Front video camera for 30 minutes. All the phones are running at 1080p, 30 frames per second. Let's see how we do. Okay, and here we are 30 minutes later, and the ROG Phone 2 is at 85%, taking a bigger lead here with the Mi A3 now at 79, and it's joined all the other phones in that kind of mid-70 range. And now let's switch over though to a very taxing part of this this drain test, the PUBG Mobile section. For the first time ever, I'm going to be doing PUBG Mobile for 90 minutes. There you see all the phones are in the same settings. Only the Mi A3, because it can't run, is playing a smooth and high frame rate. And the classic Frankie Tech swim test. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Oh man, and just a few highlights here of gaming on PUBG Mobile on these phones. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Anyway, let's get back to it now. 90 minutes later, how are we doing with these phones? The ROG Phone 2 is at 67%, so it's taken quite a lead here. All the other phones are in now the 50 range, but the Mi A3 still clinging on at 61%. Very interesting to see how the Mi A3 is doing here so far, and how that 720p display is helping it out. But let's go straight now into Geekbench for 1 hour, and I'll be running the CPU and compute benchmarks just over and over for 1 hour. This should be a pretty taxing part of the test as well. And there you go, the benchmarks are running. Let's see how we do. Okay, and now we're hitting the 6-hour mark. What are the results here? The ROG Phone 2 is at 58%. Now the Black Shark 2 Pro dipping into the 30 range, with the other phones in the 40% range. We're gonna wrap up this part of the test very soon, but now let's switch back to YouTube. We're gonna go back to the start where we were, YouTube, for 2 hours straight here. And we're going to be playing the exact same duration here. Let's see how we do after 2 hours. 2 more hours of YouTube. What are the results? And the phones have definitely taken it hard now. The ROG Phone 2 is at 46% though, and the Mi A3 is at 39%. It's doing really well here in this part of the test. The other phones in the 20 range. Now let's go right back to Instagram for 1 more hour as these phones start feeling the heat. Okay, here we are at the 9-hour mark, and this test is getting long, and the only 2 phones in the yellow range, the ROG Phone 2 and Mi A3 at 41 and 32 respectively. The other phones are all in the teens now. One phone is going to be on death watch soon, and we're switching now to camera for 30 minutes. Let's see how we do. The 9-hour and 30-minute mark, what are the results? The ROG Phone 2 at 36, the Mi A3 at 23, every other phone, Black Shark 2 Pro, Mi 9T, CC9, and K3 in the single digits, and you know what's going to kill them now. This is how we finish this test with PUBG to death. And that's right, this is the final segment here. Going to play PUBG until these phones can play no more. And we're going to just do the same settings as before. Here we go. And waiting for the first casualty and a surprising turn of events. In 6th place, we have the Mi 9T with a time of 9 hours and 53 minutes. Surprising results considering how well it did in my last test. I did play a lot more PUBG in this version of the test though, so that may be part of the reasoning there. But let's continue on waiting for the next casualty of this epic drain test. And just a few minutes later, just behind the Mi 9T, that was our next casualty. In 5th place, the Xiaomi CC9 with a time of 9 hours and 57 minutes. So these phones just separated by 30 milliamperes, and that separation is very clear here. And hot on its heels, the next casualty of this test is coming. I feel it. There it goes. The Oppo K3 kicks the bucket in 4th place at a time of 10 hours and 2 minutes. It did pretty well in this test considering its smaller battery size here, and it did better than the CC9 and Mi 9T. But one of the gaming phones is gonna go next, because it was at 1% earlier, and there it goes. Surprising results here. In 3rd place, the Black Shark 2 with a time of 10 hours and 11 minutes. Still a very solid time, don't get me wrong. This was a very taxing version of the test, and I'm very impressed. But the real impressive results here, then there were 2, the Mi A3, there it goes, after 11 hours and 19 minutes. Incredible. I was just so impressed with the Mi A3 here, and I guess there is a benefit for having such a low-res screen, but there we are. We know who's going to win this test, and that is going to wrap up very soon. And gosh, look what happened here. A near disaster as the Pocophone battery drained, and I forgot to plug it in. Luckily we had that plan B. That pocket watch was keeping time, and I was able to finish this test and approximate the final time here. Let's see how we do. Wrapping up this test, and there it goes. And the winner, very, very obviously here, the ROG Phone 2 with a time of 11 hours and 50 minutes. That is it for this drain test, guys. Be sharing the results on Twitter very soon. Thanks for watching though. Like, subscribe, and hit me up with the comments. Stay tuned for more great content there. Thanks for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. These take forever to make, and this test took forever. And this is Frankie Tech signing off. Have a good one.